state budget is $272 million more than last year, but most of that is Medicaid funding. Is that right? I mean, it's...
Yeah, and there are a couple of things you have to keep in mind when you're comparing Medicaid. One, we had a fairly significant supplemental this year for the Medicaid because last year the legislature assumed caseload was going to be smaller than it actually was, and so if you're comparing Medicaid spending to Medicaid spending, you can't forget to add in the supplemental for this year to get a real growth in the Medicaid program. So that's number one. And then another big piece of the growth is the Medicaid clawback payment, and this is going to get in the weeds.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah.
The Medicaid clawback payment was also eligible for the enhanced federal match rate, which reduced dramatically our payment to the federal government, because they say you owe us, let's hypothetically, you owe us $400 million, and normally, well, let's say $500 million, and normally the state would have to cover 200 of that. We would cover 300 because it's the normal match rate. During the enhanced match, that dropped to 100 million, hypothetically. So now that the enhanced match rate is gone, we have to increase the clawback payment by a huge amount to get back up to the regular match rate. So it's not program growth, it's not eligibility growth, it's not provider rate growth, it is a payment to the federal government that was artificially low during the enhanced match period.
Wow.
That's an excellent.
So was it that there was more money coming in from the federal government at that time, and now we're having to compensate for that, basically? Or?
Basically, except the federal money didn't, for clawback, the federal money doesn't actually come to us. They tell us the bill is 500, but they're going to discount it by 300 because that's their share of the cost, and then we pay them 200 normally. During this period of time, the cost was 500. I'm using really rough numbers here.
Yeah.
And they paid 400 of it, so we only owed them 100. So now that enhanced match rate has gone away, we have to get back up to the normal 200.
Back to the normal, right?
Yes. Okay. So a big chunk of growth in the Medicaid program is simply because of that.